So what is istisna? So as we have already discussed, in Islamic finance, one of the principles is that when you are buying something or selling something, the product that you're selling must already exist. And not only should it exist, but it should be in your constructive possession. It should be in your physical possession. But there are exceptions to this rule. There are two exceptions. One is salam and one is istisna. I've already talked about salam in detail and I've made a video about it. You can check that out. And the second is istisna, where you sell something which does not yet exist at the time of the contract when you're selling it. So what is istisna? Istisna is basically an order to manufacture a certain product. So for example, you're buying a house from a builder. The house does not yet exist, but you have specified exactly the features that you want in the house, you know, the area, the number of bedrooms, the drawing room, the height of the wall, the type of roof, the type of flooring, each and everything has been specified, the price has been specified. Now you're ordering the builder to build you a house of those specifications, and you're paying him money as well. So you're ordering him to manufacture something in accordance to your wishes. This is istisna. Okay, this is istisna. So you're selling, so the builder is actually selling someone a house before it actually exists by taking the order to manufacture it according to a pre-agreed specification of the house. And this can go for other things as well. So this is what istisna is. By the way, one difference between istisna and salam is that in salam, all the price has to be paid fully at spot in advance, whereas pricing or payment in terms of istisna is quite flexible. And another thing is that in salam, the delivery time has to be, you know, it has to be specified, whereas in an istisna, the delivery can also be a bit flexible. Okay, so in business aspect, from the aspect of manufacturing, from the aspect of investments, from the aspect of running a company, how is istisna relevant to me and you? Well, it's actually very relevant. Let me give you an example. For example, you sell cars, okay? Now, I'm going to give you two scenarios, scenario A and scenario B. Okay, in scenario A, we are going to show how how your company would work without istisna. And in scenario B, how it would work with istisna and what are the benefits of it. So in the first scenario, you don't use istisna. So you manufacture cars, you're a car company, and say you manufacture, let's say, any car model L, okay, that's the name of your car, model L, and you have an inventory of 500 cars. Like you have manufactured those cars before anyone has ordered to buy them. Okay, you expect that, you know, certain amount of people are going to come and order for your car, and according to that prediction, you have manufactured so many cars in advance and kept them in your inventory. Now when someone comes and places an order for a car or two cars, whatever it is, then you take the car out of the inventory and give it to the customer and take the payment. Okay, this is how you might think is the natural way, but this is actually a bit outdated and companies try to avoid this situation. What's wrong with this? Well, here the cost of inventory is so high. I mean, why would you manufacture 500 cars in advance? The bad side is, the dark side is, which just turns away investors, is that it decreases the liquidity of your company. If for some reason you had to liquidify some aspects of your company or the whole company, then it would take much more time and much more difficulty to liquidate your company, because you have to now sell those or do something of those 500 cars, you know. So to liquidate the company, now it's so much more difficult, right? Also, if the inventory is large, it takes more time for the pure profit to come in, because you spend so much money manufacturing those 500 cars. Now your pure profit will only come out at the end of the process. So once those 500 cars are sold and all the payments of those 500 cars have been made, then only you can calculate the pure net profit, right? So these are the disadvantages. Now let's look at scenario B when you do use istisna. And this concept was actually, the Japanese came up with it in 1970s or something. And they had a term for it, I don't remember. Of course, they didn't use Islamic finance, they used common sense. And of course, Islamic finance is in line with rationality, of course. So, here in scenario B, you also sell the same car, model L. But how many cars do you have in inventory? 0. You don't even have one car. Or maybe you have one car as a demo. You know, if someone wants to test drive a car, so you have 1 or 2 cars for that. But for selling, you don't have 500 cars. You have no cars for selling. You just have few cars if someone wants to test drive them. Okay, maybe 2 or 3. But your inventory is 0. So what happens? So when someone comes and places an order for a car, you manufacture the car. Okay, once the order is confirmed, you manufacture the car and you give the car to the person who manufactured it. So what's the benefit of it? Your inventory cost is 0. First of all, there is no risk. First, in scenario A, you had the risk, you had the burden of 500 cars. If something happened to those cars before someone bought it, you're gone, you're finished. And your profit is instantaneous. In scenario 1, you had to wait for all the 500 cars to clear up, you know, for everyone to buy them. And then you can calculate the profit. On this case, the profit is instantaneous. The moment when someone orders a car, you manufacture it, and then you sell it, and you have the profit instantaneously. There's no risk, and the profit is instantaneous, and your company is more liquid because you don't have to have the hassle and the tension and the burden of selling or doing something of those 500 cars and to liquidate, because it's already so much liquid. You know, you don't have much assets. You only have assets the moment you need it. Otherwise, you don't have much of assets. So your company is so much more liquid. This attracts investors, and it also makes things easier for the management. So these are some of the benefits of Istisna. And if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. And another thing, I'm really trying to reach more audience here, and I can't do that without your help. So if you have come this far to this video, it would be nice if you share this video and like this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum.